Welcome to Pixelworks. Today we'll be looking at how to remove blemishes and smooth skin using frequency separation. Let's do a quick color adjustment before we get started. The first thing we want to do is start with removing the blemishes to make frequency separation easier later on. You can use the appropriate tool for removing certain blemishes. Since these are very small spots, we'll use the spot healing brush here. For larger, more complicated blemishes, we'll use the healing brush or the patch tool. Let's grab the spot healing brush and get to work. Let's speed through this process so the video won't be too long. You'll notice here there is a hair going through the eye. Perhaps you could leave this, but for the sake of this video, let's grab the clone stamp and remove it. Next, we'll speed through this section of the retouch using a combination of spot healing brush and clone stamp. Keep in mind when doing this process, you should bring the image in close. Size your brush down where it is small, sampling only the immediate area where the blemish is located. This prevents oversampling from areas of the skin that don't match the area you are working on. Occasionally zoom out and look at your image to make sure everything is looking natural as it should. Sometimes when you are working close up, you can't really tell. So every once in a while, stop, zoom out, do a quick check, then bring it back in and continue. Now it's time to start the frequency separation process. This technique is the process of separating the image into two frequencies. The first layer is the low frequency, which is the color and tone information. The second frequency is the high pass layer, which is the texture information. Start by holding down Ctrl+J and make two copies of the background layer. Label the low frequency layer low and the high frequency layer high. You can use whatever term you prefer to distinguish the two. Turn off the high pass layer using the eye icon. Then select the low layer. Go to Filter, Blur, then select Gaussian Blur and enter the appropriate value for the radius. Choose the value where you no longer see the texture on the skin, then press OK. Now turn the eye icon back on for the high pass layer. Then select the high pass layer and go to Image, then Apply Image. Select the layer as low. The channel should be RGB. Set blending to subtract. Scale should be set at 2 and offset at 128, then press OK. Now select the low layer and then grab the lasso tool. Start by circling the areas of the skin you wish to soften and blend. After you circle the area, press the hotkey buttons you have set in your preferences. In my case, it's Ctrl+B. The Gaussian blur control will come up and move the slider to the radius value that looks best to you, then press OK. Go ahead and group your frequency separation layers together by selecting the high layer, then hold Ctrl and select your low layer. Then press Ctrl+G to group them. Let's complete our portrait by continuing to smooth all the skin. I'll speed up the process until we are finished.